Hey there, Oz.
Hey, Curtis.
Hey, what movie we watching this week?
This week we're watching a movie marriage of iRobot
Mm-hmm.
meets Vertigo
Definitely.
with a splash of Police Academy,
Yeah.
a little bit of Ant-Man,
Uh-huh.
all shot in the same style as The Evil Dead.
Nice.
This week we're watching Michael Crichton's written and directed
Mm-hmm.
Runaway.
Oh, what a goofy movie this is.
Yeah.
And as we were talking pre-show, played straight.
Oh yeah.
This 1984. This is what you did in 1984.
Yeah. I was looking at our movies that we've chosen this month, and boy, if they don't fit right into what scratched our itches, 78, 84, 85, 84 again, and then next week 86.
Yep.
Like so apparently mid 80s, if you were going to make a movie with a musician, the mid 80s is the time to do it.
That's when you did it.
Yeah.
Mid 80s.
So, welcome back, listeners and viewers, to another week of Let's Talk About Flicks, the podcast where we take a monthly theme, this month being musicians and movies.
Yeah.
And this week we're talking about Runaway. I'm one of your hosts, Oz.
I am the other host, Curtis.
And before we get going, we want to give a shout out to our Patreon subscribers, Don S., Aaron A., Maida K., Melissa L., Colin K., and Lyle M. Thank you guys, one and all, for your patronage.
Yes, our favorite runaways.
Yes. They ran to the patreon.com website.
And gave away their money to us.
Splashed it with acid and blew up. So, Runaway.
God, this movie, it was a first time watch for me. And I know it's one that you kind of grew up with.
Yeah,
so
nostalgia on my part. But I appreciate you humoring me. And again, you were kind of cracking a few jokes at the end of last week's episode of, watching the trailer on silent. And you're just like, oh my God, this is... And it's like, it's as goofy as the trailer, but you watch it and like you said, everybody's playing it straight.
Yeah.
Solid performances from everybody.
There's nothing cynical about this at all.
No. It's just, this is the future.
This is just a straight up movie. And yeah. Nothing sarcastic about it.
No, there's no commentary, there's no social commentary to make. There's just, Michael Crichton's got a story and tells the story. So
that story involves spider robots
again. Yeah. So who's in this movie?
Oh God, who's not in this movie?
Well, you and I aren't.
Technically we're not.
Yeah.
We'll start with the obvious. We have Thomas Selleck in the lead at his most Thomas Selleck, mustache and all, super athletic as well. Yeah, like he's literally throwing himself all over in this movie. Is Sergeant Jack Ramsey. And as I was taking my notes, I started typing his name in all caps just because I kind of felt like that's how
he deserved it.
Yes, Jack Ramsey.
Like there's a point in this movie, and I can't put my finger on when it was, but he becomes the police force.
Basically, yeah. He's everywhere.
It's bizarre. Like, we'll get into it because he's this, like robotics expert in the robotics division, but essentially it's like everybody bows down to the robotics team, even though the robotics team is 3 people.
So he's a police officer and he hunts down runaway quote unquote robots because in the future, commercial and residential helper robots are everywhere. They help you with the cooking. They help you with the cleaning. They answer the phone for you. Like they do all the mundane tasks.
Even Rocky had one.
Yes. Revenge of the Nerds. Like those types of like household robots.
Robots and ninjas were huge in the 80s.
Yes.
If you could like there aren't like you had to get real creative, or you could just make a ninja movie or a robot movie.
Yeah. And it worked. And people went and saw it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so that's him hunting down these rogue runaway robots alongside his new partner, Officer Karen Thompson, played by Cynthia Rhodes of Dirty Dancing fame.
Yeah, Penny. She's a pretty lady.
She is a pretty lady. I will agree with that. alongside them, the nemesis in the movie, playing Dr. Charles Luther. What a great name. And of course he's a doctor.
Of course he is, yeah. Yeah, he's got his doctorate in something.
It's evil. He's got his doctorate in evil.
That's true.
Playing Dr. Charles Luther is the musician in this movie, Gene Simmons. Mm-hmm. Yes, the demon himself of Kiss fame plays the villain in this movie.
But plays it straight.
Yes, he does. What a great scowl he has, too.
He really does. It's like, you think Gene Simmons, you think Kiss, you think his tongue. You don't see it. Like, there's no, he's playing, I'm an actor in this movie.
Yeah, no irony at all.
No, none.
Yeah, you don't see the tongue. I will say, I think his acting method is to make sure that his eyebrows are closer to the camera than any other part of his body.
He definitely leads with his brow. Yeah,
he does. Leads with the brow. We have another his girlfriend in the movie, girlfriend, accomplice, hostage, whatever. They all work.
Yeah.
Playing Jackie Rogers is Kirstie Alley herself, who's definitely played up as a sex object in this movie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah. Those listening, that was a big eye roll from Oz rating.
Yes, it was.
We got some other kind of like, oh, that guy in this movie as well. Stan Shaw plays Sergeant Marvin James. He's another police officer, helps out with the robotic stuff. G.W. Bailey from Police Academy as chief of police, quote unquote.
I've never seen a movie where he's not in some sort of police
military, some sort of authority role.
Because even Mannequin, he's like the mall cop.
I'll mention a couple others. We have Joey Kramer as Bobby Ramsey, and then Chris Mulkey as David Johnson. He's another like robot guy. Chris Mulkey's one of those actors who's kind of in all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. A step below like a Stan Shaw, like like Stan Shaw is probably a little easier to put your finger on what you've seen him in. Yeah. Same with G.W. Bailey. You get to a Chris Mulkey and you're like, oh, it's that guy.
That guy. I was flipping through Pluto TV last night and came across First Blood with Sly Stallone, and Chris Mulkey was in that.
Another movie. I've not seen any Rambo movie.
Yeah. I watched the last like 45 minutes of it last night, and I think I'd seen bits and pieces. Yeah. That's the most in one sitting I've ever seen from any Rambo movie.
Yeah.
There's other people, but whatever, we're good. I think that's plenty enough for the cast for Runaway.
Well, and because bots aren't humans, so they don't get listed in the cast.
They should. Yeah. Oh. All right, hey Oz, that's who's in it. What does this movie bring to us as far as plot?
I took copious notes for this film. And so I'm going to kind of get to it. Like you mentioned, Jack Ramsey, he's a police robotics expert, and the movie kicks off with him getting a new partner. That in an 80s movie, if you're a seasoned cop, if you're a veteran police officer, you don't have time for a new partner.
No.
So you follow me. Even though up to this point, Jack Ramsey spends most of his time in the office because, again, he's a specialized police officer that only gets called upon when a robot goes rogue. Does that happen daily? Does it happen multiple times a day? Like, do you need a whole division? We don't know. It doesn't matter.
Well, you really only need one Tom Selleck.
Yeah. So naturally, Ramsey, we meet him. He and what I refer to him as Sergeant Exposition. Which would be Stan Shaw's character.
There is a lot of exposition in this movie.
So Jack and Sergeant Exposition are just there, and then hey, Ramsey, here's your new partner, Thompson. And then I will give Crichton credit; he did a good job layering like things happening to move the scenes along.
Sure. Like this movie moved with pace.
Yeah, it clips. Yeah. It's like, Ramsey, here's your new partner. Hi, my name's Thompson. And then, hey, Jack, we got a call. It's like that. There's a lot of that type of segue in this movie.
Just enough dialogue to let you know enough about the characters, and then move on. There's a bad guy chase.
Yeah. So their first case is to chase down a runaway agricultural robot. So they fire up the chopper, they fly to this cornfield.
Like the Magnum PI theme song hit.
We got to get there quick. While, again, the whole purpose of the chopper is so Jack can reveal that he's afraid of heights. That won't come back later.
No, of course not.
And so we take care of this chase through the cornfield. It's probably the most comedic part of this movie.
Yeah.
As they're chasing this little like stack of electronics, really is what all the robots are in this movie.
Yeah. Have you seen, I forget my memory if we talk about this. Have you seen Andor?
No.
Okay, the reason I bring that up is in the season 1 of Andor, and you see him a little bit in season 2, and of course I forget the name of the robot, but there's like a residential helper droid in Andor that really reminded me of these robots. Very boxy, like 3-4 feet tall.
Right, yeah, very Star Wars-esque in terms of their bot design. Wall-E style of just functional, not
correct, not fancy.
Yeah, not aesthetically pleasing, but just functional. And I like that. Like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too, because it's, they're rolling off the industrial, manufacturing line. They're in mass production.
They're
not going to be fancy.
Do it. Yeah. So they take care of this bot, this, I don't really even, I mean, yes, it was rogue, but it was really... The only thing it was doing was instead of going down the rows between corns, it was just driving over a row of corn.
It reminded me of like a sequence in a movie where like characters are chasing like the greased pig.
Yeah, you're right. And meanwhile, the farmers are just laughing it up.
Yeah, they're having a great time.
Yeah. And so really set the scene that, to me, this read that most of the time, these Runaway are pretty harmless.
Yeah.
That they've malfunctioned somehow and we just need to go take care of it. But nobody's getting hurt. They're just silly.
Let alone murdered.
Yeah. So back at the station, Sergeant Exposition is cluing Thompson in because basically, she's like, why is he so afraid of heights? Because you have to have a reason. You can't. And so Stan Shaw's character tells her, well, there's a guy that got away and it killed 6 people. And they were up on a high rise or something like that. Yeah. But that's why he's afraid of heights. Like, he thinks about it all the time. Now things really hit their stride. This is where like plot comes in.
Yeah.
They get another case. This time there's one of these residential bots that has killed 2 women in a house.
Yeah.
Took a butcher knife and basically carved them up. But there's still a 10-month-old in the house. So Ramsey and Thompson need to go save this 10-month-old because it is now put down the knife and found like a 357 Magnum.
Yes. And they made sure to say it was a 357 Magnum.
Yeah. So this bot understands its Second Amendment rights.
Yes, it does.
And
it had a freedom isn't free bumper sticker on the back of it. If you have to look closely, but it's there.
It was there. Yeah. They first take basically what looks like a triangular vacuum, but it's this floater camera bot.
Yeah.
They send it in, shoots it down.
Yeah.
So Jack's got to go in.
Like a little drone.
Yeah. Yeah. Jack's got to go in. So he puts on his American Gladiator suit. He puts on his Running Man attire.
Yeah, he does.
And he's just going to go in.
What was Jesse Ventura's character from
Captain Freedom?
Yes, thank you. I knew it was Captain something.
Yeah, Captain Freedom. So he puts on the guard. I mean, the media is always there. Like they're always got a microphone and a camera in somebody's face. So he's
it's always, get out of here. Let me do my job. There's this just contempt for the media.
Yes, I'll give you a statement later. So Jack goes in. The dad, which would be Mulkey's character, he just freaks out because they're like trying to talk to him, like kids in there. He just freaks out and literally just runs off.
Literally, he runs away.
He sprints off. We do see Luther lurking around the crime scene.
He was definitely lurking.
Yes.
That's Gene Simmons' acting specialty. Lurking.
Yeah.
He took extra classes in lurking.
That's what he does when he's around and he's looking at you, but leading with his eyebrow.
Yeah,
he's lurking at you.
That's the name for that acting method.
Yeah, lurking.
Lurking.
Just lurk in this direction, would you, Gene? Yep, I'll do it.
Eyebrows forward.
It's Dr. Steve Brul's directed this movie. Adding an art, everything.
Such a hunk.
Lurk over here.
Lurk over here. I got 5 broats.
I'm a doctor too. So Jack goes in and he's basically playing like tiptoe. He's wanting to be quiet. He doesn't want to alert the spot. The media sends the cameraman in after Jack, like no permission, just
goes.
Our cameraman is following Sergeant Ramsey on the scene. Shocker, cameraman gets shot.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
You immediately and the cameraman's like coughing the whole time.
Right. So it's like now this bot has killed 3 people. Jack does get the bot. Say he's got this laser pointer that he shoots it with.
I think it was a laser pointer.
I would have liked to see him, instead of shooting the robot, like scribble with it on the floor, like a cat. Like a cat. Robot drops the gun and goes crazy for it. But
he actually behind Ramsey, he was giving a PowerPoint presentation and using the laser pointer in the presentation. He just bored the robot.
Right. That's how you do it. Yeah. So Jack shoots the bot, saves the baby.
Yeah.
And so, he's the hero. But this is the first time in Town City, wherever they're at, where there has been a robot homicide.
Yeah.
So things are a little on higher alert, as we don't know why. Jack goes home to what I have dubbed the oldest 3-year-old ever. Daddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The choices made by, I don't want to blame the child actor, but the direction giving to the child actor.
Yeah. Yeah. So Jack goes home to his son, Bobby, which... Yeah, let's not kid ourselves. Thompson is thirsting after Jack from scene 1.
Yes. Oh, yeah, she is.
Yeah, and that obviously comes up at the end of the movie because it's an 80s movie. But yeah, from the jump, Thompson sees that stash and is like,
Well, I mean, it's Tom Selleck.
It is Tom Selleck.
You don't cast Tom Selleck and not have women thirsting after
right. But at the same time, you're casting Tom Selleck, so he's not a womanizer. He's a gentle... Like, because 3 Men and a Baby, he was the same way.
Exactly.
Like, and that's just, does he get the girl? He always gets the girl.
Of course he does.
But
he's not going to not get the girl with that stash.
But he's kind. That's what really sets him apart. And so she's thirsting after him throughout the entire movie. So she gets a little jealous when he's on the phone with Lois. He invites her back, and of course Lois is Jack's residential bot. We find, to which Thompson just full court press, like, so you married? Like, no, my wife's dead. Like, so as if the stage isn't set for some sort of romance to end up in this movie.
Well, even after she leaves, like Ramsey's tucking his son. By the way, I put Leave It to Beaver would have been one of my possible movie
that would have
marriages.
been a good one, yeah.
So Ramsey's tucking Bobby into bed, and Bobby even tells him like she wasn't wearing a ring.
Yeah, it's what wouldn't kill you to get married again. Like he'd admit my wife died 2 years ago in a car accident, and the kid's like, move on, Dad. It was just Mom. Like, we've got Lois. Like,
I know this kid's playing matchmaker.
Yeah, it's like Sleepless in Seattle, or so and Jack gets called back to the station because that's everything segues in this movie. And after what I call a bot topsy,
nice. I like that.
Where they open up the bot, they find there's a non-factory chip installed, and they're curious what it is. It's got this red stripe. Well, this chip explodes, to which Sergeant Exposition thinks this isn't a runaway. This is a murder.
Dun, dun, dun. Murder bot.
Right. Called back to a scene where they're at this unfinished skyscraper. Jack's afraid of heights, so Thompson gets to go up and turn off a bot. And they have this dialogue where she asks Jack about why he does it, and Jack's like, well, people aren't perfect, so the robots aren't going to be perfect. Like, that's okay, whatever your thought process is. So we go to back to, they're looking at the, like, basically like the ring footage of the shooter bot crime scene, and we see Luther delivering some, but he lurks at the camera.
Yeah, he does.
Somehow with the camera above him, he still gets his eyebrows up first. But yeah, we see Luther on the camera. They don't recognize him, but something's just not right. But that's a segue for us, is we go back to a lab, which we find out this lab is called Vectorcon.
Great 80s tech name.
Yes. So back at the lab, we see Luther buying chips from Dean Bakar, because that's what this guy reminded me of, Dean Bakar from Basketball.
Hey, guys.
Right. You do that 13 or 14 more times, I'm moving out.
I'm out of here.
So, but these chips, these like non-factory chips that turn these bots into crazy bots or whatever. And Luther's buying these chips from one of the engineers, whatever.
Sure.
And we find out that the dad of the baby, the Mulkey character, was the other architect in these bots.
Yeah, worked at the place that was making the chips.
So Luther's got a briefcase of money. So he buys the chips, leaves the briefcase. Engineer opens up, finds out that it's just a bunch of phonies. But there's a spider bot. The first time we see a spider bot. And it,
these spider bots. I love it.
The spider bot reminds me of like the bathroom buddy from Gremlins, just with legs. It's
sure.
Like, it does all these things. It's the Swiss Army spider bot. But and it kills. It kills our Dean Bakar character.
Yeah.
And it injects acid and then just blows up.
And then explodes.
Right. So,
in case the acid to the neck didn't work.
Right.
I'm going to blow you up too.
Yeah. And so so Jack and Thompson have now like somehow evolved, because they were just getting runaway robots, but now they're on the case.
Yeah.
It's not their case, but they're on the case.
That's just how it works.
Yeah.
Police be policing.
Right. So they hunt down the dad. I don't remember his name. It doesn't matter. They hunt down the dad. Lost my notes. There we go. They're at a hotel.
Hotel, yes. They track him to like a seedy hotel.
Yeah, they track him to this hotel. The dad thinks it's Luther at the door, but of course it's Jack and Thompson. And everybody was just going to spill the beans. Like, they can't wait. Like, oh, you're a cop. Let me tell you everything I know. So
the Johnson character, the Mulkey, the dad, he's super paranoid too.
Very
like,
paranoid.
I can't go outside.
Yeah,
he will find me.
Yes, and so again, giving an opportunity for exposition to occur, we find out that so Jack's like, it's fine, like, well, let's just go, you're in police custody, it'll be fine. Well, Luther is outside. As soon as Thompson, the dad, sees him, he breaks free, he's a very fast runner.
Yeah, he is. Well, so is Ramsey.
Well, we have to show Tom Selleck's top speed. So it takes off running, and then naturally Ramsey goes after him. They're running through alleys, and there's like towers of milk crates.
Yes, they are everywhere.
It's an 80s back alley.
Yep.
It's daytime, so there's no fog and smoke.
You beat me to it. If it's an 80s alley at night, it's moist and steamy, and if it's in the daytime, there's just crates everywhere.
Yeah, the only thing missing was two guys carrying a pane of glass from one side of the alley to the other,
or a truck full of chickens.
Exactly, that too. So Luther doesn't leave his spot. He just pulls out this gun and just fires basically a tracking bullet.
Yeah.
And we get POV shot from the bullet.
Do. Bullet point of view.
Hence the Evil Dead reference in my movie Marriage. And it tracks down Thompson specifically, and kills him. Like, And so back at the station, or no, here we are. We're on the scene. Sergeant Exposition shows up, Stan Shaw, and explains, that this is a missile. And so this guy worked at VectorCon. So they go to find out about Thompson. While they're there at VectorCon, they get a call that there's another runaway at VectorCon.
Yeah.
And we just pipe into the closed circuit TV and we see Kirstie Alley's dealing with this runaway that's really just like Emperor Palpatine. He's just shooting electricity.
Basically, yeah. It's using force lightning.
It just shocks you. That's all it does. It's set to stun, but it's just,
of course.
Yeah. It just shocks a little bit. So she's already been shocked a couple of times, but yeah, they really try to play her up as this, femme fatale, like look at the body on Kirstie Alley.
Well, it's Ramsey, the camera lingers on Thompson for a couple of moments.
Yeah.
Because it's Thompson, Ramsey, and then like a tech that works there, or like a guard, something like that.
Something.
And like Thompson notices Ramsey kind of checking out.
Yeah, he even says, he goes, "Wow, she's very pretty." Like,
it's him talking to the other male like guard or tech or whatever. She's very pretty,
right? Like, come here, look at this. Like,
ooga.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna save her.
Thompson rolls her eyes, so it's like they're constantly watering the seeds of this romance that's gonna happen. Jack goes in there. It shocks him a couple of times. He ends up destroying the bot. He tries to flirt with Rogers. She's in a hurry to get out of there. So she tries to push past him. She drops her purse and more of those red chips fall out.
Yeah.
And because everybody is an open book with Ramsey, she quickly admits that Luther maybe get them. They're from the vault. Like they're the rest of the chips that he wanted when he was there the first time. She's very, very open about it. And she says that he's got a deal going down, basically this black market deal, and he's at the Ritz Hotel. So, she knows it all.
I even put in my notes like that escalated quickly.
It's like, oh, you found the chips. Well, here's everything I know.
Yeah, there's an extra exposition dump, and then there's exposition diarrhea.
Yeah, this is definitely
this
diarrhea.
came spraying out.
And so, cut to the scene where they go to the Ritz Hotel to confront Luther. Jack goes in through a back room where we see, for pointless reasons, we see a woman with her top down. Like,
of course we do.
It's completely pointless for this film.
Yep. Pointless 80s boobs.
Yep. And there's just the one pair, but it's just completely pointless. So, but yeah, Luther is in the main room talking a deal with there's prostitutes around, but he's also talking with these black market folk. Thompson can't wait, and she comes barreling in through the front door, which then Jack comes in through the side door. Like I put in my notes, apparently Jack's higher than Homicide now. Like, he's just on the case.
That's just what he does.
Luther deploys a fog bot because he came prepared. He was gonna have a rave in that room after the deal to celebrate, but he's quick on his feet and deployed the fog bot, which then of course clouds the room. He shoots Thompson in the arm and then shoots the black market guys, and then he takes off to the stairs, shooting everybody. He goes up, so Jack has to chase him, which we get another little vertigo, like, heights. And Luther gets away via chopper.
Of course he does, because there's a helicopter on the roof of the Ritz Hotel.
But he does take one of the sex workers with him and actually leaves the hostage behind. So, so Jack gets back to Thompson, and we reveal it's not just a bullet she's been shot with, because they were like, we got to get her to the hospital. And Jack's like, you can't take her to the hospital. Like, that's not a bullet. That's an explosive shell that's in her arm. And if we got to remove it here, because it could just blow her arm off, which would have been pretty sweet. Like, I'm glad it worked the way it did. But if the alternative was watching her arm blow off and then she has to go with a stump the rest of the movie, that would have been kind of cool.
Or her arm blows off and then they attach Lois to her.
Or just a machine gun. Like, he starts calling her Cherry.
Nice.
And so, so we get this drawn out scene of Jack performing surgery.
Yes, Surgeon Ramsey.
Yeah, he's done it all.
He can do anything.
They basically, of course, we never see any interaction with the arm. It's all via camera.
Yeah.
But he's got a pair of tweezers dug into her arm as he's pulling out this. I like how the first time he has his grips on it, like a claw machine, and it pops loose. So he has to go back in and do it again. So he pulls this out of her arm, throws it over his shoulder. Don't research it. Get rid of it. Throws it over his shoulder, blows up the bar.
Flings it.
Yeah. And then invites her over for dinner.
Because that's how things.
Yeah.
She's patched up very quickly, by the way.
Just invites her over for dinner, which she accepts. And then he talks about, like, I have all my partners over for dinner. And so she originally thought, oh, he's making a move, and then realized, no, he's just talking professionally. She clearly wants more and refuses to go to dinner with him. Like, if we're not rounding the bases, I'm not coming to eat. Like, no, like, it's like, we don't even need dinner. Jack, you don't even need to feed the woman. I think she's ready.
Yes, the pickings are there.
Yeah. So Jack goes home empty-handed.
In more ways than one.
Right. He goes home. Lois is expecting, like, oh, dinner will be ready. She's not coming. Even Bobby's like, where's she at? They, for some really weird, bizarre reason, they just have this laughing fit. I don't even know what they were laughing about. Jack and Bobby are just loving it up. And then, because that's just how the movie segues, Jack, they need you back at the station. Like, so he goes back. Sergeant Exposition, who never is off work.
No, he's always in the lab.
He's figured out that these bullets are really programmed. We know that they're heat-seeking, but they've, again, another bot-topsy figures out that these bullets are programmable heat-seeking missiles, that they can be programmed to a person's heat signature. With a couple hits of the button, we see his and Jack's heat signature on the computer, because they're on file. Yeah.
He's got them all. It can turn the software could turn any domestic robot into a killing machine.
Yeah.
So that's the stakes.
That's right. Maximum overdrive.
Basically.
So they start digging into Luther a little bit and figure out he's a bad guy. Right.
Yep.
Jack wants to talk to Kirstie Alley, but Jackie, what was her last name?
Rogers.
Yeah. And he wants to talk to Jackie Rogers. Sergeant doesn't, or the police chief doesn't want him to do that. I want you to go talk to the department psychic instead.
Yes. You heard that right, folks.
Yeah. Don't go talk to her. Go talk to the psychic.
The police psychic.
Yeah. She's really just a harbinger. Very cryptic.
You don't want to bury your son up there.
You got you, and is it Lucifer? Luther. Yeah, it's Jack's so bored. He's just standing back there, like, get to the point. Luther,
she says guys, have a karmic bond.
Yeah, you guys are intertwined. Like, it's like, you will meet. I was like, well, we know that, lady. Like, that's
how the movie goes.
This whole psychic scene is just bizarre. It's almost like if it's to pick up the pieces for those that didn't understand where we are. Like, this movie's not hard to follow.
No, it's not. You didn't need a police psychic to exposition more.
Yeah. So Sergeant Exposition tells Jack that that these bullets can be mass produced, and because of that, there has to be a template.
Yep.
Okay. Well, now I have something to, so segue again. As he's having this conversation, like, Thompson comes in and she's dressed in a flowery dress, so she's clearly not on duty. She's got a bandage around her arm. She's feeling okay.
Just a tiny bandage.
Yeah.
She was shot in the arm by an explosive tip round.
Right. The phone rings. Jack, it's for you. Tell him I'm not here. Sergeant Exposition goes through the whole, there has to be a template thing. And then finally, I got a gnat flying around here. And so finally, the police officer, they answer the phone, is like, but it's a Luther. At this point, I would think, with this much work that's been done, how is the entire police force not notified of who this guy is? Like it's seriously, it's like Jack, Thompson, exposition, and like the police chief. Those are the only 4 in the entire department precinct that know who the Luther is.
Luther must be a really common last name in city town where they work.
Exactly, in Townsville. I don't know why they didn't just dispatch the Powerpuff Girls to take care of this. And so Luther again, thankfully he had the conversation with exposition first, because, Luther calls him and I see what you're doing, Jack. He's tapped into the closed circuit TV. He wants Kirstie Alley back.
Yep. I mean, who wouldn't?
Right. That. So we get this unnecessarily long bug detection scene. This bug detection scan where it's like it starts at the top and works down up.
Really gross.
Give me your blouse.
Well, it's like you're going through the machine, at the airport is what's going on here.
Yeah. And so I will say, though, if they added any credibility to this scene, it was Thompson that was doing the scanning.
True.
And Tom Selleck, like Jack Ramsey was busy going through her purse. Like he wasn't staring at the scene. Like there was again, unnecessary, very unnecessary. Yeah.
Still unnecessary. I mean, it was basically a reason to get Kirstie Alley on camera in her bra.
Yeah,
exactly. With the camera right there on her torso.
Exactly. I'm not saying that it was warranted, because it definitely was not. But there were some kids' gloves applied, I suppose. Like I said, it was a woman doing it, but still, it's still not necessary. It was still probably a male cameraman and a male director that decided that this was necessary.
I'm pretty sure it was Wes Anderson who did this shot, because everything was perfectly centered.
It was perfectly centered, yeah. So we get this bug. They find 4 bugs on her body. Yeah. She thought she was clean, but she's got 4 bugs. And they've got this. There's no point in this next scene other than just to have a chase scene. But Jack and Kirstie Alley are like, they get in one police car with a robotic driver. Thompson gets in a follow car. We don't know where they're going.
I think like they're trying to take her to a safe house or something.
Yeah, but they, and she's like, we can't go outside. He sees everything. He knows everything. So we do get a pretty decent like chase scene.
It's okay.
For this movie,
for a 1984 Tom Selleck feature.
It's like I said, we've got Selleck and Alley in the back seat, and Thompson is driving, and basically she's in the gunner seat.
Yeah.
As we've got a chase car of people we don't know. It's not Luther. It's
just hired goons.
Yeah, that they've got a opening in the floor where they drop these Roombas that are locked in on something. And Thompson shoots them down as they get close. Well, they just keep dropping more and more and more of these things to where they just outnumber them. So I almost put Speed in my movie marriage for this scene alone.
I could see that.
So they think they're locked in on the car, which honestly doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah. Because
how?
Yeah. How are you locked on the car? So they switch from the robot-driven car to Thompson's car. Well, they're still after him. So this is where they realize that, and why Kirstie Alley was so, she knew her purse was bugged. She knew it. I don't understand, if she's so worried about her safety, why she was okay being bugged. It was just a bizarre choice.
That purse was a family heirloom.
So the purse had the templates in it. And she reveals thereafter, the purse is bugged. Throw the purse out and we'll be safe. And they are. They make it out. It's a longer chase scene, but the bots were locked under a purse. They're going. We find out where they were going. They're just going for sushi.
That's literally the cut too. Hit them ordering sushi from a streetcar.
From a robotic sushi chef. Complete with very 80s Asian mock-up voice. It is pointless. But they go for sushi. Well, Thompson got up the table as Jack and Rogers are ordering the sushi, just having dialogue, and Luther starts talking to Jack. Luther snuck up on Thompson, has her earbud, and is talking to Jack. So basically, they have each other's woman. And go sit down. Luther makes it clear. She's got the templates. I need them. Send her over with the templates, and I'll send Thompson over, and this is all done with.
Yep.
It's all done.
Right here in the middle of a huge public,
right. And Luther's got a gun on Thompson, but Luther's telling him the whole time, like, don't make a scene. I just want I want what I want. So Kirstie Alley rips the templates up because apparently there's 8 of them. If they're all the same thing, then don't you just need one?
I don't get it.
I don't either. But she tears up the template and basically says, here's my insurance policy. He's not going to kill me. Well, he does. Yeah. She goes over. He killed her before he got the templates. Like she walked up, gives him a kiss. He stabs her in the back of the neck. Yeah. Kills her instantly. And then realizes I don't have all the templates. So pulls out his heat seeker gun, which apparently he's already programmed for Ramsey.
Well, I mean, Ramsey, it is heat seeking, and you can only imagine the heat that he's given off.
It is Tom Selleck.
It's Tom Selleck. He's giving off heat.
People started complaining when he sat down that I didn't want my sushi cooked. Like, why is my sushi meat warm?
It's just a constant sizzle.
That's right.
To Tom Selleck.
Did you guys hear that? It sounds like a fajita in here. I thought this is a sushi restaurant, not a Chili's. And so he fires some shots, and Ramsey can get away. Luther
because he can.
Luther slowly escapes through the decorative waterfall. But
this part of the movie was a little hard to follow, admittedly.
A little bit. I don't know how, but Ramsey bugged Luther. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
Well, no, he put a little bug on the template as if Luther wasn't going to see it.
Yeah.
So the police pick up Luther's bug at a hospital, but of course they send the entire police force.
Yeah, everybody.
They go into the bathroom, but he's gone. He left it on the backside of toilet paper. I forgot about this scene because after they reveal, congratulations, guys, you found a roll of toilet paper. Yeah. And then Ramsey leaves, and the camera hangs out with the bug sweeper. And
just random, tech, like police tech.
Random beautiful tech.
Yes, like that, yeah.
But she has on glasses, so she's a nerd. But she,
I think it was the female character from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
I think it was, yeah. But so she, she has guys stand by door. You stand by the door, make sure no one comes in. So it's we're lingering on these two nobodies.
Yeah.
And I'd forgotten. Yeah. Well, why? Because Luther left a spider bot.
Yeah, he did.
And the spider bot drops down from above and attacks the bot sweeper, the bug sweeper.
librarian slash bug sweeper.
Exactly. And then other officer comes up and the bot explodes and burns them both. It kills them both. So that's the only reason we linger for this extra 3 or 4 minutes. To
really just watch another spider bot kill.
Right, because we have only seen the one spider bot thus far.
And we have to demonstrate how lethal they are.
Yeah. Cut to Luther in police uniform at the police station with a copy of Jack's eyeball.
I think he made a stop at Spirit Halloween on his way there.
My first thought was it would have made sense if he took the uniform off of the police officer that just died, but we just saw that guy burn, so that wasn't it. But Luther's already back at the station. Because everything's retina controlled because it's the future. Yes. He scans the system and gets Jack's address. Hence, this is where the Ant-Man piece comes in. Jack and Thompson get back to the station. Of course, Sergeant Exposition is like, Jack, you better take a look at this. We're not going to call you and tell you in advance that, hey, someone's hacked. Somebody's gotten into your file. We're going to wait for you to come all the way back to the station and then tell you better head home.
Well, he doesn't believe anything that people tell him. He's got to see it with his own eyes.
That's right. And so Jack and Thompson get back to the house late. They find Lois nearly quote unquote dead.
Yeah.
They are, like, again, playing it straight. They're working to bring her back as if she were human, like checker circuits, or, you know, like it's silly.
He's giving her mouth to mouth at one point.
Exactly.
Don't you die on me, Lois.
They keep pressing the reset button instead of giving her like chest compressions.
We got that trip to Tahiti in a couple of weeks.
Exactly.
I'm going with you.
Don't you die on me. They do bring her back to get enough out of her that Bobby was on the phone and a man came and wasn't nice, and they made Bobby leave. And so Luther has taken Bobby, and he wants the templates from Jack. Yeah. He calls. He's like, meet me here. Be alone. I don't know if you'll be followed. Just you. So then, you know, Thompson's like, where are you going? I promise me if I tell you, you won't show up. And then he didn't tell her. Like, he's just like, no, I've got to go alone.
Yeah.
Thankfully, though, even though they thought they had Lois reset herself, so Thompson just wiggles a cord and gets the call transcription out of her.
She hit the up, down, left, right,
exactly.
left, right,
yeah.
PA,
she input the Konami code and found out what the phone call was about.
Yep, and she got 30 extra guys.
Yeah, exactly. I hated that game. I was never good at Contra.
Oh, Contra was great.
It was a great game.
A hard game.
It's just I could get through the first stage, but I could never get past. It was hard.
Yeah.
So, so Jack heads to the previous unfinished skyscraper in Townsville, and Luther's like, "Come on up, Jack." So Jack has to face his fear of heights. And so he goes up. Bobby doesn't appear afraid at all.
No, he doesn't. Hi, Dad.
Uncle Luther and I went for a trip.
We got some milkshakes. You want some?
So, you know, when Jack gets there, there's like 6 spider bots, and Luther's like, they're not going to hurt you. Just get on. You know, they're programmed to not hurt you.
All on the ground floor.
Yeah. So he sends Bobby down in the elevator, which then Luther tells him they're programmed to kill the first person that comes off the elevator. To which then Bobby and Jack spend 2 minutes just yelling at each other from, like, again, we're talking, this is a massive skyscraper.
Yeah, it's super tall. They show you the floor count at one point. Yeah. It's over 40 stories.
Yeah, and Jack's like near the top, just yelling down at Bobby. You know, Bobby's like, Dad, like it's like he's in the other room. So it was just silly.
Take your dishes to the sink.
Right. It's like, just press stop. Okay, Dad. Like, you guys are like hundreds of feet apart. So again, we're expecting Bobby to be the first person off of the off of the elevator and die. The spider bots are like getting excited. They're getting the zoomies on the floor. Yeah. Thompson shows up just in time and instantly knows what's going on. And immediately knows what to do. She hops on the elevator, and she and Bobby climb off of the elevator, and Luther.
It's a good thing spiders can't climb.
Exactly. Yeah. And give it a couple minutes. Yeah. They will. Luther and Jack play some cat and mouse. Jack runs around because, again, Luther's trying to shoot him with this heat-seeking missile. Jack runs around turning on all the bots, which produces different heat signatures, which confuse these specifically programmed heat-seeking missiles.
It's a big, industrial, construction site. So,
yeah. Jack then gets on a different elevator, takes it all the way to the top, and 3 spider bots join him on the elevator. He has to climb. This is an engineering flaw. He has to climb under the elevator to reset it. Like, to press the reset button, you must climb underneath the elevator. Yeah. Okay. So Jack's
it doesn't work unless you're dangling from it.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So Jack's trying to get where he's going. These spider bots, which we've seen them jump before, can jump. They're trying to get to Jack. He fights off 2 of them before getting stabbed in the hand by a third. He falls plummeting but apparently learns how to fly as he flies back up to grab the bar that we just saw him fall past. Like, whatever. So he catches himself while falling. He does hit the button. He lowers the elevator and it stops on Luther's floor, who's waiting and lurking for him.
That's what he does best. He lurks.
Yeah. Luther then gets on the elevator with Jack, steps on his hand. Like, he's got him. He's down for the count. Jack slams the button and the elevator starts to go back down quickly. Luther loses his balance, falls off the elevator. Now he's the first person off the elevator.
Oh no.
So the spider bots give him his demise. He
should have put in Directive 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do not kill Dick Smith.
Yeah. No, was it senior officers at Omnicorp?
That's true, right? But we're at VectorCon. We're not at Omnicorp. That was Detroit. This is Townsville. Yeah. And so Luther dies. Jack sends Thompson and Bobby away. Jack goes to check Luther. We get one final jump scare.
Yeah, we do. I didn't see that coming.
Which didn't scare Jack at all. Like, he's checking his pulse. Luther lunges at him. Jack has still got that contemplative, I thought he was dead. But he dies. There's a lot of smoke. These bots don't really explode. These just
they just start billowing smoke after the jump scare, and somehow that, I don't know, singes him to death.
I don't know. Thompson, but now that the crime is over, Thompson gets her kiss. Is Jack just plays with her nose? Like at one point, she's like moving her head, quit, give me a kiss, and he's all boop boop boop. And I have it here that they're no longer work partners. They're now life partners.
Aww.
So
what a sweet note that this movie ends on.
That's the end of this film. She had her patience and it paid off.
It's one of those heart wipes that
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So he had gotten a cut. He'd been sprayed with acid in the face, but he still looks like Tom Selleck. He just has a lot of eye black on his face. So, and that, ladies and gentlemen, that's Runaway.
That's Runaway. Oh, what a goofy, fun, definitely of its era movie in the best of ways.
Yeah.
In the best of ways, definitely a relic of its era. All right. Hey, folks, every week, Oz and I give our own unique rating to the film we've been yapping about. In this case, 1984's Runaway. Oz, how would you rate this flick?
I'm going to rate this movie a T1000.
A T1000.
Yep.
I love it.
So what do you rate it?
I'm going to go with, let's go with 81 jump scares.
Okay. I was, honestly, I would have bet that there would have been a mustache rating on this, but.
Yeah. I was wondering if you were to go mustache, but.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, folks, every week, Oz and I scour the interwebs searching for unprofessional reviews that tickle our funny bones, and we hope they tickle yours as well. In this week's edition of Outside Insight, Oz, my friend, what is your Outside Insight?
I got a quick one left. It's a 1.5 star review left by Rob Hill back in 2021. He says, "This is kind of fascinating as an artifact of future projection from the mid-'80s. The spider bots and drones seem pretty reasonable, but every other robot looks like someone stacked up 4 of the biggest 80s VHS players and put it on wheels. Unfortunately, I don't have any other nice things to say about it. Every single relationship is comically underdeveloped. The future weapons play in utterly inconsistent rules. I like Tom Selleck, but he's about as sci-fi futuristic as a covered wagon." Which fits if you're watching Quigley Down Under.
Yeah, it's I get set in the same universe.
Exactly.
Yeah. After Ramsey retired from the Force, He just, he went to Australia to live off the land.
It's the ancestral story of Jack Ramsey's family.
Story. That's actually his descendant. It's exactly. Quigley is Ramsey's great grandson.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, on his mom's side.
Yeah, twice removed.
Just for reference, you see some pretty creepy looking stuff if you go to Google Images for jump scares.
Oh, I could only imagine.
Yeah, there's a lot here. I'm like, oh, what movie is that from? So, but yeah, so I got you taken care of. But yeah, that's my outside insight.
Perfect.
What do you have?
Mine, as always, comes from the Internet Movie Database, left in April of 2020 by R. Dublek. 10 out of 10. This movie is awesome. I have no idea why I've never seen this movie before, having been born in the early 80s, but I'm glad I waited to watch it until now, since there's literally nothing new to watch because of the coronavirus. This movie is awesome, especially for its time, but even now too. This movie might be timeless, but only time will tell. It was that last line, there we go.
Yep, there it is.
This
I was the same way.
Might be timeless, but only time will tell. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh, my.
All right, folks, it is that point in the show you've all been waiting for. The Let's Talk About Flicks signature segment, the 3, 2, 1, in which Oz and I each share 3 goods, 2 bads, and 1 about this week's masterpiece, 1984's Runaway. Oz, what are your 3 goods? And restrict them to 3, please.
I will.
By the way, I have like 15 possible goods.
Oh, I had multiple. Yeah. My first one is Gene Simmons' eye work.
Yes.
He understood the assignment. Like, honestly, I would say thus far of the 4 movies we've covered with music and musicians and movies month, I would say this performance out of Gene Simmons is probably the best like acting that we've seen.
Yeah.
Like I remember like being afraid of him as a kid because he just has that look, but it's like it holds up. Like he did what he was hired to do. Mm-hmm. And so but it's definitely in the eyes in this one.
Yeah.
My second one is I like the simple futuristic robot designs. Mm-hmm. Like everything's not shaped in chrome or really sleek looking. It's functional. It's like you said, it's mass produced and functional. So that's my second good. And my third is I really admired Thompson never giving up on waiting for Jack.
Yeah.
She didn't push romance, but it was clearly to the viewer, he was pretty seemingly naive about it. Mm-hmm. But it was very obvious from the jump that she really wants to be more than just work partners with Jack. Mm-hmm. But she did her job. She was respectful and she never gave up on waiting. So
yeah,
that's my third good. What do you got?
For my 3 goods, there's so many to pick from here. I'm going to start with just kind of how this movie predicted some things. Mm-hmm. Again, released in 84, you presume shot probably the prior year. This movie predicted, camera drones used in public safety, residential door cameras. Mm-hmm. This movie kind of predicted retinal scans, AI voice response, for assistive tools and software, and even the James character calling the bullets smart devices. Yeah. So that's my first good. Is just all of the predictiveness of this movie makes as far as future technology,
which I didn't even like put that together. So that's a good first good.
Yeah, my second good is, we kind of briefly mentioned this right at the beginning. This movie has a really solid pacing to it. Mm-hmm. It just goes. It doesn't linger a lot. I mean, of course, the downside of that is you don't really get to know the characters too much. But for this type of movie, that's not really that important, anyways.
No. It's Tom Selleck.
Yeah. So good pacing, good editing, no wasted motion in this movie.
There were a couple of scenes that felt a little dragged out. Like for instance, like the
bathroom scene. Yeah.
The bathroom scene, or the bot detecting scan scene. But there was a purpose for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll meet you halfway on that. I don't disagree with what you said.
It didn't mess up the pacing as much as it was just like, I think part of it was like, oh, where are we going with this? But we're good.
Yeah.
Anyway. Back to you.
Sure. And my third good is Tom Selleck is an athlete. Mm-hmm. You can tell he did a lot of his own stunts in this movie, because like they wouldn't cut away from things.
Right.
Like for instance, when he was saving the Rogers character, saving Kirstie Alley from the shock bot.
Right.
He was like diving over desks and the camera would linger with him. So like he would jump over a desk and kind of roll, and then you would clearly see his face before they would cut to the next shot. There was another scene where he's sprinting after Johnson down the alley, and it's Tom Selleck in a dead sprint.
Yeah.
And it's clearly Tom Selleck. So, navigating the family house at the beginning, like he's diving over furniture, and so athlete Tom Selleck.
Just real quick, I looked up like Tom Selleck as an athlete. He played basketball at USC.
Doesn't surprise me.
He was also on the USC baseball team as a pitcher and DH. He spent 3 weeks with the Detroit Tigers in spring training in 1991.
He was Mr. Baseball.
He was Mr. Baseball. Even participated in a game against the Cincinnati Reds. He was a skilled volleyball player, indoor and beach, and played with the Outrigger Canoe Club in Honolulu. But yeah, I guess he was in high school, like an excellent baseball player. So yeah, you could tell there's some athletic ability in Tom Selleck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what a jock Tom Selleck. Although I mean, that's not too surprising, kind of just given the Tom Selleck-ness of Tom Selleck.
He's got experience in short shorts. Like
that he does.
So Magnum PI was real easy for him.
Yeah, not too much of a stretch.
No.
All right. Hey, Oz, what are your two bads?
There are a lot of high stakes scenes in this movie that just don't feel real high stakes.
Sure.
And a lot of it is, I mean, it's shot fine. Like, I won't say none of them were like lacking, but there were opportunities where they really could have taken like the destructiveness of these bots further, and they didn't, and that's okay. But just some of the high stakeness didn't feel necessarily high stakes. Second, to be fair, it's his first role, but the actor who played Bobby was terrible in this movie. He carried what he needed to carry. It was fine, but like I mentioned earlier, he's the world's oldest 3-year-old. Like, he just was so just one note. Happy to see dad. Like, that's all it was. Happy to see dad. Even when he gets kidnapped by Luther and taken to the top of a skyscraper and a gun held to his head. Dad!
Hey, Dad!
And so
I got baseball practice tomorrow morning.
Right. It's like, and when he's going down the giant elevator by himself and his dad's yelling at him and he just keeps looking up into the camera. What, Dad? Like, it just, so that's my second bad is the kid did get better. He went on to star in Flight of the Navigator a couple years later.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so like he did grow as a performer, but this was his first role. So you got to give him a little bit of slack, but that was my second bad. Because honestly, I enjoyed the movie. It held up better than I thought it did. From my youth, and so I didn't really want to tear too much apart.
It's an easy movie to get after just because of like the dated future tech. And it's Tom Selleck, and some of the acting, like again, Gene Simmons, as you said before, was fine for the role, but like he's not a thespian, and you can tell that. But it works. It somehow works.
Yeah, it does. What are your bads?
My bads, and I was kind of reviewing my bads. Almost all of them have something in common, and that is
they're all from this movie.
You're not wrong. They are all from 1984's Runaway. But there's just some kind of like ickiness to the movie as far as like how females are communicated with or shot in the movie, or for instance, so I'll just say the ickiness is my first bad.
Okay.
And some examples are, we're seconds into the movie and we meet Officer Thompson and she's wearing a standard issue police skirt.
Yes. Yeah. I noticed that as well. I'm like, how are you going to do your job in that?
Ramsey noting, she's very attractive. When he sees Rogers for the first, like literally says it out loud. Right. Like
to the other guy in the room.
To the other male. Yeah. Unnecessary 80s boobs. And this one in particular, Ramsey was very incredulous after Thompson politely declined the invitation for dinner. And he kind of gets like, not like angry, but he's agitated. And he comes back with, why not dinner?
Right.
You know, like, I'm the man here. You say yes when I ask you to do things.
Yeah. Like you're my partner.
Yeah. And so there's just some ickiness with, you know, how the female characters are portrayed and clothed and even just interacted with. So that's my first bad. My other bad is just stereotypical police chief, which could be a good or bad, but like I felt like we missed something with the G.W. Bailey casting. Like he's only got a couple of lines in the whole movie, and I don't know, I guess more G.W. Bailey.
Yeah. But because he is that one note 80s, 90s police chief.
Yeah.
Come in yelling at your star and
then he's gone.
Yeah.
So.
Always carrying a clipboard, or it's like there's 85 police officers and he only talks to one the entire movie.
You got to do this by the book, Ramsey.
Right.
Yeah. So those are my bads. Oz, what's your huh?
There's a lot of hunts.
You don't say.
Is this movie a romance? When does Jack sleep? Every time he goes home, he gets called immediately back out.
That's true.
I never, you never see him eat. Like, when did Thompson get trained?
True. Yeah.
That's the one I'm going to go with. When did Thompson get trained?
Okay. I can see that.
Because especially like the bot on the highway scene, like not only is she driving the car, but she's also
a laser cannon.
She's gunning she's like on the move. Like she's gunning these things down. Like when did she get trained how to do that? Because at one point she's talking about all the other jobs that she's had, which gets sense she hadn't been a police officer very long. She's
intuitive.
She was a street cop. They where'd you coming from? Oh, it was like a traffic or street cop or whatever. So it's like, this is a specialized industry, specialized department. And we see zero training, and you get, and the events of this movie don't unfold over weeks. Like they're happening bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, it's a couple of days.
So like, when did Thompson get trained on how to do all this stuff? But
she had a great mentor.
That's true. Just osmosis, like just being around Tom Selleck.
It just seeps in.
Yeah, it's like so that is my official Hans.
Sure.
When did Thompson get trained? So what do you got?
As with you, I gotta just kind of rattle several off before I get to my official on screen. Why does Rogers have a lit cigarette in the interrogation and holding room?
As she's staring at the wall, she's smoking her cigarette.
It's just in there by herself.
Like when he comes in, she doesn't turn to face the wall. She's already staring at the wall when he comes in. But that's a good one. She's
I mean, this easily could be an entire next half an hour. But like psychics, the police has psychics in the future.
More than one, because they said they dropped the name of the lady who's on duty right now.
Yeah, she's the on-call psychic.
Right. She's over by the filing cabinets. Like
in the hotel, Luther shoots Thompson in the arm and then shoots another a couple of the black market buyers, tells Ramsey to drop his gun, and then Ramsey starts crying.
Oh yeah. I missed the tears. Yeah.
Yeah, no, his eyes were welling and you saw tears running down. He got me. He got me.
It's really touching.
And he just starts crying. Like he takes loss hard.
My dead wife used to tell me to put my gun down.
You sound just like Lois right now.
Exactly.
That would have been a whole nother thing if Lois was like his wife's name was Lois, and they got the residential robot to like replace his
that would have been that would have been a whole nother layer of dependency.
At one point he's spooning the Lois robot.
and Thompson picks up on it quick. That's why she doesn't want to come over. She meets Lois the first time and I was like, whoa. It's the housewife bot.
Ramsey smelled just a little bit too much like WD-40.
Exactly, yeah.
But my real is going to be, why don't more movies feature characters passionately making out over the entire end credits? The entire end credits. It's the two of them making out. And where was Bobby? Where was Bobby?
Watching.
Yeah, like he was there. It's not like he ran off.
Yeah, like, you're right.
It's like 2 full minutes.
Yeah,
of Thompson and Ramsey just making out under industrial sparks.
I think Thompson sent him to the car.
With Bobby presumably just right off camera.
Yeah. You go to the car, I need to talk to your dad. You know what I mean.
Call me Lois.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just, yeah. Why don't more movies do that? And where was Bobby?
It's fair. Yeah, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. Oh, so that's 1984's Runaway.
That's Runaway. What a great, I don't know about great, but what a fun movie.
Yeah,
what a fun movie that was.
Yeah. Again, there's nothing political or societal to take from it.
No.
It's just a movie.
Just a fun, dumb, like thriller action cop movie.
We kind of joked
in the future.
Yeah, in the future of 1991.
Yep.
We joked last week that like, written and directed by Michael Crichton. Here we go. He was fine.
It was all right.
Yeah, it's not winning any awards, which is fine because not every movie needs to, but it was entertaining.
Yeah.
If I'm flipping through the channels and I see There Will Be Blood or Runaway on, I'm probably stopping at Runaway.
Yeah, no, I get it completely. Is There Will Be Blood the superior film? Yeah,
absolutely.
Of course it is.
But is it as fun? No. This movie's fun. So
I love that one point when Lois yells at Ramsey, "I'll drink your milkshake."
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When they had to go chase down the rogue like oil drill bot.
Yeah.
And the finale at the bowling alley bot was crazy.
It was just the pin resetter. It got a 357 Magnum.
How am I supposed to throw a strike when there's 85 pins down there? He just keeps putting them down. There's no room on the lane for the ball. It's all pins.
It's on pins. It's all pins.
Oh,
got a turkey in one roll.
Yeah. We got 1 week left.
We do, because again, as a reminder for our Let's Talk About Flicks viewers and listeners, I got some thunder at my home right now.
Yeah.
We measure time in Wednesdays.
Yes.
We drop episodes on Wednesdays, and this month, July 2025, just happens to have 5 Wednesdays. So we get a 5th movie for Movies with Musicians Month. And Oz, my friend, we are going to end with a film that I am embarrassed to say I have never seen from beginning to end.
Really?
I've probably seen the whole movie, but just in chunks.
Oh, I love this movie.
Yes. We are going to 1986 for David Bowie's Labyrinth.
Mm-hmm. Notice I said earlier that up to this point, Gene Simmons is given the best musician as an actor performance of the month. Up to this point.
To this point, yes.
Yeah, it's eclipsed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love this movie.
Yeah. So I am looking forward to watching it in its entirety for the first time.
Yeah, Jim Henson, his handprints are all over this movie. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's it's rare that you meet anyone that's like, oh, I hate that movie. I agree. If you're from that era and you have experience with Labyrinth, everyone's like, it's just magic. It's just a magical, you got great music, you've got Jim Henson puppetry, like it's a fun story. It's really all over the place, but self-contained and very good. So, and then of course we will reveal the August theme at the end of next week's episode. Social media wise, you guys can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. YouTube Shorts, Patreon link, like, subscribe, all that stuff you're supposed to do. And for another episode of Let's Talk About Flicks, we'll see you guys next week.